Stan Gibilisco here with a rather exotic idea for obtaining hydrogen for use as fuel in place of methane gas. Uh, Basically what we do is we electrolyze water to get hydrogen. You probably did that in your chemistry class when you were in high school. Connected a 12-volt battery to some salt water, or water with baking soda in it, or other electrolyte, and the current through the water caused bubbles to form on the electrodes, and you got oxygen at one electrode and hydrogen at the other one. Well, I'm thinking about sort of daydreaming or nightmaring, you might say, about the idea of ramping up the scale of that little experiment using captive balloons so high in the atmosphere that they reach the first and lowest ionized layer, which during the daylight hours would be the D layer at about 30 miles or 50 kilometers altitude. There are higher layers, but you fly this balloon into that layer and it's a captive balloon. These are conducting wires. Now, forget for a moment what the Federal Aviation Administration would have to say about this particular practice, because aircraft would certainly have to know somehow or another about the existence of these wires. You can also forget about the massive potential difference that would appear at these electrodes. It wouldn't be 12 volts, it'd be more like 500,000 volts. So these would not be simple backyard experimenters' projects. This would be an actual industry. But the result could conceivably be hydrogen gas in considerable quantities for use in place of methane gas, which we typically use today to heat our homes and increasingly to run our motor vehicles. Think about it for a while. If somehow there were a computer on your aircraft that would be able to navigate around these wires to prevent mishaps, and forget about the possibility that a heavy thunderstorm or hurricane could pass by and slightly disrupt the flights of these balloons. But nevertheless, just a little bit of troglodytical daydreaming and nightmaring from Stan Gibilisco in the black holes of Dakota Territory. I mean. Rapidly turning white once again. Until next time, so long.